Patients struggling to lose weight always want to blame their thyroid. They tell me they're doing everything right and they can't lose weight. Indeed, they can't lose weight, and it is caused by a hormone. But it isn't the thyroid hormone, it's insulin. Their bodies have become resistant to insulin. Insulin resistance is at an epidemic, with 1 in 3 adults in the United States having the diagnosis. And every time you travel around that sun, you're more likely to get it. 8.5 million people have it and don't know it. So what can you do about it? I call it pulling levers. What levers can you pull in your life right now that will change the insulin resistance in you? 20 total carbohydrates. Many people who found my channel have tried the keto or carnivore diet and it didn't work for them. You're not on the ketogenic diet if you're not making ketones. You must measure those ketones in order to know if you're making them. You don't need to measure every day for the rest of your life. I measure about 3 times a week, but I'm in a really stable rhythm with this lifestyle. The moment you aren't losing weight, measure ketones first thing in the morning. And that will get you focused back on those total 20 grams of carbs. Insulin-resistant patients cannot use the net carb gain. Their bodies will make insulin with a few bites of carbohydrates. I've heard this story over and over again from insulin-resistant patients. The more vegetables and fruits they added to their menu, the worse their outcomes. They have to keep those total carbohydrates less than 20 to keep their body producing ketones. And don't get me started about the label that says low carb because they added net carbs with a bunch of cheap fiber. This made a bunch of insulin in those insulin-resistant patients and sabotaged their success. And the next lever, time-restricted eating. Insulin-resistant patients who only eat meat are often surprised to find when they can't move the scale. And indeed, they're no longer making ketones. Their solution is to fight this disease by avoiding eating after the sun is down. I recommend they start with an eating window of about 8 hours. And then try to squeeze it to 7 or 6 or 5. And somewhere along that squeeze, they will begin making ketones. This is a powerful tool. Once you've squeezed as tight as you can and you're still not making ketones, slide that eating window towards sunrise. Be mindful that window starts with your first calorie of the day and ends with your last calorie of the day. Be strict about that part and you will find success. If you've got a family to consider with that meal of the day, try moving the meal of the family earlier in the day. It's better for everyone. Some people use a cup of broth while their family does the eating, and that doesn't work for other people. I don't want you sacrificing family time to make this work. Pull the lever in a way that fits with your family time. The next lever is to sweat. I avoid the exercise topic with my patients with insulin resistance because this disease is fought in the kitchen, not the gym. Stop worrying about the exercise and focus on the sweating. Sweat the easy way by using a sauna. This is especially important for my patients who are heavy. A high BMI actually correlates to damage as they try to exercise their way out of that obesity. Inside the sauna, we reach for a goal of zone 2 heart rate. You can find that with an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, or you can look for the breathlessness that is, you can talk but not sing. As soon as you're in good enough shape to hang out in zone 2 for 20 minutes, then find the activity you love. Don't try everything at once. Pulling these levers are supposed to fit into your life. These are the most powerful levers and will make a difference. I once pulled the crazy lever of swallowing 1/4 of a cup of MCT every day. Check that video out. I'll see you there.